Good day, champs. This is your guardian, Anthony Phillips Njoku, the founder of 10x Digital Link, where everyone has knowledge gap in digital trading can get the right knowledge, get the right guidance, and also get the right tools to enable them trade the financial market profitably. Today, we'll be diving into our market fundamental and technical breakdown for the time period of 17th of February to the 21st of February. And how this goes is that we'll first of all dive into the technical chart and we use the top-down analysis approach to analyze Euro USD, AUD USD, XAU USD, also known as gold, and Bitcoin. After that, we'll dive into the fundamental aspect, which has to do with the geopolitical news event, which has to do with the inflation rate news, which has to do with the interest rate news, and also the employment rate news that will affect the market for this time period. If this is your first time, watch to the end because we give you guys a lot of value, a lot of information about the financial market, and also a lot of content. Why this is not your first time, thank you so much for watching. And also don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and share this content with your friends and family. Let's dive into my screen. Over here is Euro USD on the monthly time frame. What we do is take patterns and tell the market to push up. And over here now, we can see that February, we have, and okay, let us do a little bit of candlestick mathematics so we can predict or forecast what match to the high, and then we drag it over here to this point. So we can anticipate February, March to have a massive bullish momentum up to this level. Okay, this is what we see, but this just candlestick mathematics. So with that said, let's dive to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, this is the previous week high and this is the previous week low. That's what I see on the weekly time frame. And also what we spot out is also the chart patterns. Over here is the chart patterns. We had an impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, and then a break of this what overall trend line, and then a back to the support level, okay, before we can split what more push the upside. The chart pattern I see currently playing out here is what the descending triangle, and this was the solid support level the market used to continue pushing to the upside. So let's move down to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we look for the daily demand and supply zone. We look for the daily demand and supply zone. This is the daily what supply zone. The prevailing trend we see currently happening in the market is gradually switching from a prevailing downtrend to a prevailing uptrend, and this is going to be the level of this uptrend where we have multiple touches. Okay, so that's what I see on the daily time frame. Then we move down to the H4 time frame. On the H4 time frame, we look for the prevailing, we look for the supply and the demand zone as well. So on the H4 time frame, this is the supply zone which the market is currently respecting, and from here we can expect market to push to the downside, okay, towards this H4 demand zone. So my forecast for Euro USD now is that because I see that the monthly, weekly, and daily has an uptrend momentum, we can expect what a retro retest and then a continuation push to the upside for Euro USD. This is what I see for Euro USD. Why for AUD USD on the monthly time frame? What do we see on the monthly time frame? We see the same picture we saw on Euro USD. There was what a very swift respect of this particular market there before. Market has also come to respect here right now. So for January, there was indecisive movement, but for February, it was a massive bullish momentum. And from here now, we can see March to also be what a very bullish month for AUD against the dollar, which means that investors are buying AUD against dollar, and it is a risky asset that they are buying against the dollar. So over here now, if we do this candlestick match, we can expect March to have a upward momentum towards this level. Okay, so that's what I see currently based on candlestick maths. Then on the weekly time frame, we see quite similar structure of a previous week high and previous week low. Then on the daily time frame, we also mark out the daily time frame demand and supply, this candle over here. And then daily time frame demand zone is this candle over here. And also we mark out the prevalent trend, the momentum to the upside, where they have multiple touches. That is where we mark out, where we have multiple touches. So if that is the prevalent trend, this is no more needed and to be deleted. So over here now is on the 4 hours time frame. On the 4 hours time frame, we can see that the market is currently inside a 4 hour supply zone, aka a resistance zone. And from this supply zone, which was marked out from the past over here, this is what a supply zone. It was marked out from that, but we can anticipate market to go towards this one, demand zone. So this is what I see for AGS, a push towards the demand zone, also towards what the prevalent trend, and from here we can anticipate more push towards the upside, just like we anticipate for Euro USD. Then the next one is what XAU USD. For XAU USD, we start with the monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame, we can see that we are currently on an up trend situation. And then for the bullish candle for the month of February, also for the month of January, there was a bullish candle. So we can anticipate a bullish candle for the month of March as well. Then over here on the weekly time frame, look for the chart patterns. So for the chart patterns we see on the weekly time frame is what I call what a ascending triangle. Whenever there's a break, there's meant to be a retest and then continuation, a retest with a bullish candle. But still on still, we use candlestick mathematics to calculate where exactly this do this. You can put this at the candle that broke with this. So we can anticipate gold to get towards this level before we can anticipate what a downwards momentum. Something else you can use to calculate the candlestick mathematics of how this market is going to play out, or the future of this particular market is once you do a Fibonacci retracement from this swing low to the swing high over here, you can expect market to get to the what? The 76 Fibonacci retracement, which it has done that. It has done that last week. Okay. So this is a very very clear bias that we can still anticipate what a downwards push for gold, but a upwards momentum is highly possible. Then on the daily time frame, what you spot out for the prevalent trend, And for the prevalent trend for this time frame, also spotted on the daily time frame. I'm watching out for what is for the market to come towards the supply zone and sell, or come towards the demand zone and buy. So why zone? Okay. So and the prevalent trend was just ruled now with this particular line over here. So with that said, let's go to the 4 hours time frame. On the 4 hours time frame, I can see that the market is currently within this ranging structure. Okay, there was an impulse correction, a double top formed over here, which is more likely like an M pattern. Okay, and based on what I can see for the XAUSD, I see what's an upward momentum towards the supply zone first before any other reaction. We can then from here spot a sell momentum to the downside, or we can spot a breakthrough by and continuation push to the upside for XAUUSD. Then the next on the list and the final one on the list is BTC USDT. So for BTC USDT on the monthly time frame, we can see that the market is on an up bullish trend. But the month of February was not quite a good performance for Bitcoin. It had a bearish month of February. You can see there were more sales of Bitcoin than more buys, like in February. On January, we had more buys of Bitcoin, and also it created an all-time high in January. So with that said, let's go down to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we spotted the weekly previous week high and previous week low. Over here, I have spotted that the previous week high. This is the previous week high, and this is previous week low. Okay, with that said, now we also want to spot out the chart patterns. For the chart patterns, I see is just a ranging market over here, and ranging market, which is more like an accumulation. Okay, an accumulation phrase. That's what I see over here for the weekly time frame for BTC USDT. So the market has just been accumulating buy orders and sell orders, which very soon, once the institutions and also the big banks have been able to buy on their ETFs, then we can be able to anticipate what a massive push for Bitcoin to the upside to rally towards the $420,000 per Bitcoin mark. So over here now on the daily time frame, we spotted the daily demand and the daily supply zone. So the daily demand zone, the market is close to the daily demand zone over here. This is the daily demand zone over here. So with that said, this is also the daily supply zone. We can anticipate what a push up for BTC against the dollar, okay, for this daily demand, from this daily demand zone towards the daily supply zone. So that's what I see. And you can see the prevalent trend for the current market is just a ranging trend as well. So you can be taking buys when it comes to the demand and taking sells when it comes to the supply zone. That's how you trade a ranging market. What I mean, when the market constitutes the demand, you buy, when you sell. So market is currently inside this overall supply level, but I'm taking it at 50% of this range, 50% of this range. So this is where our target is for the Bitcoin trade. Then for the 4 hours time frame, we spotted the 4 hours demand and supply zone. So the market is currently inside the 4 hours demand zone, building bullish momentum. Once the market pushes to the upside, you can be able to see the market get to this level. I already called out a signal on our social media handle and also on our free Telegram group chat and WhatsApp group chat. So you never miss out on our free signals. The link is on the description. Just go to the description. You're going to see the link. I'll also share the link with you shortly. This was our buy trade on BTC USD this morning. We told everybody to buy Bitcoin at $96,374 per Bitcoin. And then the take profit target is $100,000. Why the stop loss when we anticipate to stop losing money is at 95,186 if we are wrong. But if we are correct, the market is going to keep moving up and then hit our profit target at $100,000 per Bitcoin. Okay, so with that said right now, if you want to get the link to join our community, there is a link tree that is added below. Okay, once you click on the link tree, you're going to open up this particular session. And on this link tree, you can now visit our store. Once you click on the link onto the store, you see this store. On this store now, you can be able to subscribe for our VIP signal services. On these VIP signal services, we're going to have one-on-one analysis every single London session in the morning. If there is a high impact news that is going to happen for New York session, we would push the analysis to New York session and we'll analyze the market. After we analyze, we also do risk management with you, and then we guide you on how to place the trade. That's what our VIP signals is all about. Over here is our book. We also have a book called Forex Mastery, Guide to Trading Success. This book now gives you the basic information you need to know about the Forex market. And it's going to give you guidance on how you can be able to start up trading, build the right psychology, and also implement the right process. Over here is our course. If you want to subscribe for our course, either for the monthly, for the 3 months, for the 6 months, or for the 1 year, everything has its own benefit. And these are the prices. Okay. Over here is the monthly price. Over here is the 3 months price. Over here is the 6 months price. And over here is the 1 year price. The benefit of you joining this is that once you click on more details here, you're going to see the benefits, every single information you'll be getting, every single value you'll be getting to be part of this community just by you subscribing for this particular program. Okay. Over here now is our free tools. We have how to make 6 figures in 6 months without owning a property. And this is on the real estate. Okay. If you want to get some free insights, you can go and read this book, download it, it's free and read. Over here is our how to become a passive income machine book. It has to do with trading. Okay. And once you click on this, you can download it free of charge and then get insights on how you can start building your passive income through trading the financial market. So with that said, if anything is confusing to you at all, everything I've said is confusing to you, just schedule a meeting. Over here, the second link is to schedule a Zoom meeting with me. You pick a particular day, a particular time, and then I'll be able to jump on that meeting one-on-one. We interact, get to know each other, and I get to understand what you actually want and then offer these services to you. So over here is our links. This is our YouTube channel. This is our recommended forex broker, Hot Forex or HFM, and then Xness. This is our crypto broker we trade with for Bitcoin, Binance, KuCoin, and this is TradingView link. Over here, you just need to scroll down and join our Telegram group. This is our Telegram group for crypto. This is our Telegram group for Forex. So for the fundamental analysis for the week of February 17th to February 21st, we have the Japanese yen GDP, which was announced early in the morning by 12:50 a.m. and it was positive for Japanese yen. Then on Tuesday, we have interest rate decision for AED. And if this interest rate decision turns out to be 4.1%, it's going to make AED to be very weak. And then we can see AED sell against the dollar like we anticipated. Then early London session for GBP, we have employment changes, unemployment rates, and the climate counts change. One that is way more high impact with this unemployment rate. If it is exactly 4.5%, then it's going to make Great Britain pound to be weak, and then we're going to expect sell. Okay. Then for the economic sentiment for Euro by 11 a.m. on Tuesday, if it is higher than 15, it is good. But if it is lower than 15, it is bad. Then inflation rates and CPI median for Canada by 2:30 New York session. We'll be looking out for the inflation rate over here. If it is higher than 1.4%, it is good for Canadian dollar. But if it is lower, it is bad. Then the Empire State Manufacturing Index, if it is higher than -1%, it is good for dollar. If it is lower, it is bad. Then let's dive down to Wednesday. On Wednesday, we have early in the morning by 12:50 a.m. Okay, so for Japanese yen, early on Wednesday, balance of trade over here is 130.9 billion. And here we see -2,104 billion yen. Okay, if we see something higher than -2,104 billion yen, it is good for Japanese yen. If we see anything lower, it is bad. Then for London session, we have the inflation rate over here. We see a figure higher than 2.8%. It is okay. So for the housing stats for the dollar, we see a figure higher than 1.39 million. It is good for the dollar. We see a figure lower than 1.39. It is bad. Then building permits, we see a figure higher than 1.45 million. It is good for the dollar. If you see a figure lower than 1.45 million, it is bad. Then on Thursday, we have unemployment rate early in the morning by 1:30 a.m. for AUD. If you see a figure higher than 4.1%, it is bad. If you see a figure lower than 4.1%, it is good for the AUD. Then for New York session, the next day, we have initial jobless claims. For initial jobless claims, you see a figure higher than 216K, it is bad. If you see a figure lower than 216K, it is good. The same applies for the jobless claim 4-week average, continuous jobless claims. Then to wrap up the session, it is AUD, Judo Bank Service PMI, and Judo Bank Manufacturing PMI. If you see a figure higher than 51.3, it is good for AUD. If you see a figure higher than 51, lower than 51.3, it is bad. Over here, the same thing applies. Then on Friday, we have inflation rate over here by 12:30 a.m. for Japanese yen. And if you see a figure higher than 3.7%, it is good for Japanese yen to make it strong. But if you see a figure lower than 3.7%, it is bad. Then for New York session, sorry, for London session, before the London session opens, we have consumer confidence. Just do it how consumers feel in the economy. Are they optimistic or pessimistic? If you say figure higher than -22, it is good for GBP, but if you say figure lower than 22, it is bad. Then retail sales year-over-year and retail sales month-over-month, which has to do with the sales of goods and services. If you say figure higher than 4%, it is good for GBP, but if you say figure lower than 4%, it is bad. The same applies for the month-over-month, the sales of X4 month-over-month, the sales of X4 year-over-year. Then the manufacturing PMI for Euro plays out by 9:15 a.m. Okay, this manufacturing PMI has to do with what this figure. If it is higher, if you have a figure higher than 45.3, it is good for Euro. But if you have a figure lower than 45.3, it is bad. The same applies with service PMI and also this other PMI is over here. So I think I already discussed about the retail sales, because for New York session, we see card has retail sales. A figure higher than 0.4%, it is good. A figure lower than 0.4%, it is bad. Then to wrap up the week on Friday, we have the global manufacturing PMI and service PMI, also the existing home sales, month-over-month existing home sales. So everything over here, both the Michigan consumer confidence. If you see a figure higher than 51.3, 53.2, 67.8, -1.7%, 4.17 million. Any figure higher than it is good for dollar, so make dollar strong. But any figure lower than it is going to make dollar weak. So that's it for our market fundamental and technical breakdown. Thank you so much for watching to this point. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and share this content with your friends and family. Have a profitable trading week. Peace.